I am going to be talking about electronic waste and how it is handled in the US and what companies do with it. As you can see, there's a lot of different items that can be considered electronic waste. From computers to printers to cables, all of these items can be recycled, reused, and resold. There is no doubt that properly disposing electronic waste is the challenge of our century. Most electronic components possess toxic elements, including lead, beryllium, and mercury. All these materials are extremely toxic to the environment and humans. This is why it is so important to properly dispose e-waste or recycle it.
Electronics recycling can be challenging because discarded electronic products are complex devices manufactured from varying proportions of glass, metals, and plastics. These materials then need to be processed and separated into clean commodity streams that can be used to make new products. Resourceful production teams, trained technicians, and systematic and secure processing allow Sims Recycling Solutions to provide our customers with closed-loop recycling services. This enables you to ensure environmentally responsible processing of your retired electronics, while minimizing the risks involved with handling sensitive digital data. Efficient separation of materials is the foundation of electronics recycling. Initial shredding of equipment facilitates sorting and separation of plastics from metals and internal circuitry. As a conveyor belt transports shredded material, a powerful overhead magnet separates iron and steel from the waste stream. This separated ferrous material is collected in gaylords and prepared for sale as recycled steel. Further mechanical processing separates aluminum, copper, and circuit boards from the material stream, which now is mostly plastic. Visual inspection and hand sorting improves the quality of the extracted material. The separated streams of aluminum, copper, and circuit boards are collected in gaylords and prepared for sale as recycled commodity materials. Using advanced separation technology, ABS plastic is separated from polystyrene plastic. This important separation step improves reuse potential in manufacturing next-generation products. Few recyclers invest in this innovative technology. The final step in the separation process locates and extracts any remaining metal remnants from the plastics to create as pure a stream as possible. This results in more efficient reuse of recycled material.
Now that you see how e-waste is taken apart and recycled, I am now going to take you through a simple timeline regarding the life of e-waste. A lot of people in the United States use technology such as computers, so once they become outdated or overused, people should recycle them so that they can become e-waste. Here you can see a person getting rid of their old electronic waste and recycling it, and then going out and buying newer forms of technology. This is how life works. Once the technology is picked up from e-waste truckers or companies that pick up e-waste directly from people's homes or offices, it is then sent to e-waste organizations. There is an e-waste close to Santa Clara called A&J Electronics Recycling, so if you have any technology you want to get rid of, this is your place.
These are copper, you got your aluminum, power supply, hard drive, and of course you got the board. Now, this one's relatively simple to take apart. We already went ahead and did it for you. You got your heat sink here. And on the back of the heat sink is your CPU. This one also is just 2 screws. Pop it off, and right under it, there's this little tab. Pull that up, and boom. Right here, you got your memory. These are simple also. Just snap these to the side. Little bend. There you go. Now here, for your power supply, you want to disconnect your wires. And then there's 2 screws we already removed right here. Pull that out. Now once you get this all out, make sure you cut your wires off. Put those in a separate place. And then last but not least, you got your hard drive here. Quick disconnect. Now you can either sell it like this, or the board on the back, you can take it apart and you get your aluminum price and you get your board price.
As you can see, the company then decides what technology to take apart and recycle and what to send overseas. Only 20% of waste is recycled in the US. In that video, you saw how a computer can be taken apart and pieces can be used for different items. Once the technology is taken apart, it can then be used to make new technology. New technology is exciting for people. They see new technology as an entertainment medium, not just for coordinating transportation and welfare. The inventions are influenced by social context, economic actors, and the users of technology. For example, e-waste can help create iPhones, computers, and even jewelry.
Hello, hello. Chicago.
If the company decides to send the old electronic waste overseas, it is put on a plane and taken over to usually third world countries or developing countries.
Keep coming in here.
E-waste is the fastest growing waste stream in the world, and more the things that go into these gadgets are being landfilled. I think it's something about 15% of what's in our landfills are electronics, but over 70% of the toxins in our landfills are from electronics.
So we spend a lot of time.
We think we are impacting these countries in a good way by sending them our electronic waste, but we are also bringing harm to them by sending them so much of it.
On this rooftop in East Delhi, recycling workers are burning circuit boards to strip off computer chips and transistors. All the time, they are inhaling noxious fumes of highly hazardous heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and cadmium, the main ingredients of computer boards. Salim has been burning computer parts for the last few years. He says the toxic fumes bother his eyes sometimes.
आँख में जलन जैसे कभी-कभी लाल बोर्ड आ जाता है जैसे ये, तो इसको हम ज़्यादा गर्म कर देते हैं तो धुआं उठता है, वो जरा आँख में लगता है, बाकी नहीं लगता। अब जैसे हम करते
Here you saw a man taking apart e-waste by burning it. This pollutes the air and causes bad toxins to be inhaled. Statistics show that only about 1% of e-waste sent to other countries is actually recycled. E-waste is beginning to take over third world countries and other countries, bringing them more harm than advancement. When mixed with domestic waste, electronics will most likely end up in a landfill or incinerated. Both methods allow toxic chemicals to pollute the environment. The United States and western part of the world are creating social problems with these developing countries due to how much e-waste we send them.